Yemen is in its eighth year of war since the Houthis took control of the capital Sana'a in 2014, and the fighting has left hundreds of thousands of dead and millions more displaced in what the United Nations calls the world's worst humanitarian crisis. Yemen was ranked bottom of the World Economic Forum's Gender Gap Index for 13 consecutive years. But despite the continuing war that the United Nations estimates has killed more than 230,000 people since 2014, Yemeni women have achieved remarkable feats in narrowing this gap. Yemeni women have voiced their pride over the appointment of the first female judge to the country's Supreme Judicial Council and demanded more action to narrow the gender gap. Only a third of women in Yemen are literate, making up less than 2% of the political process and 6% of the labor force, which according to the 2020 Global Gender Gap Index is the lowest in the world. The head of the Presidential Council in Yemen, Dr. Rashad Al-Alimi, issued a decision on August 4 appointing Sabah Al-Alwani to the senior judicial post in a country where men have always monopolized decision-making positions. Ms. Al-Alwani stated that she was pleased with the decision as this is the first time that women are represented in such a high position in the country's history. It's one step on the path to empowering Yemeni women. Appointing women to any leadership or decision-making position constitutes a major step in the right direction. The timing of the appointment, months after the formation of the Presidential Council, demonstrates the Council's readiness to promote women's participation in senior positions. The appointment was the second in a set of reforms made in favor of Yemeni women this year. In February, in the southern city of Taiz, women successfully fought against authorities in order to overturn the need to submit their male guardians' approval to be issued with a passport. The victory saw an end to decades-long male guardianship over women that has prevented them from receiving medical care or pursuing education abroad. Yemen's society has begun to understand that women must be given equal rights.